All right. My name's Erik Holloman. This is my MGT 301 disgruntled customer assignment. The first question was, how should Brenda go about handling this complaint? And I believe that Brenda should try to handle the complaint first most in a timely fashion. And then I also feel it is important to be sensitive with the situation because doing so will show the client that you genuinely care about the outcome of their problem. And because we have a client that appears to be extremely upset, it's going to be in our benefit to agree with them on the subject. Because if we do not do that, they could get frustrated enough to never use our product again. So we're going to want to agree with them on every point and point things out one by one. What could Brenda have done to avoid the incident altogether? In this incident, it seemed as if the lack of the communication was the main issue, and if the buyer does not have trust in the relationship, they're not going to want to spend money ultimately, and it will be hard for the situation to proceed much further when it comes to a transaction being made and revenue being brought in. A better way for Brendan to go about it would be put more effort into providing professional and high level communication to Susan in the situation. That way, all of this could have been avoided in the first place. What steps can Brenda take to maintain a better job of maintaining two-way communication with Susan? And one way that Brenda could do this is by working on her communication skills in general. When it comes to business deals, it could be the deciding factor in whether or not a deal gets closed. Ultimately, it's going to be very important how the customer or the client feels about you and their trust in you. And that when it comes to a sales deal, active listening would be ideal for Brenda to work on. It's going to be hard to close deals and make any money if people feel that their concerns are not being discussed and talked about and taken seriously. And that could be done by improving nonverbal cues, nodding, um, nodding, smiling, other nonverbal cues to make it felt as if that person is being listened to. Assuming that Brenda can retain Susan as a customer, how can she add value to Susan's firm? When it comes to Brenda and Susan's relationship, Brenda can add value by continuing to use high-level communication skills and whatever the role demands. And in this situation, that's going to be mainly handling customer service needs and dealing with customers who have um, not have the greatest experience necessarily, and she's there to smooth that over. And it's a very important aspect to focus on because one bad experience could lead to many people that person could tell somebody and then they tell someone important, or maybe that person is important. And yeah, word spreads fast in today's day and age, with social media and everything, and it can be negative, very negative situation if there's a bad buzz around the business per se. And article there. And that concludes my presentation.